Hello and welcome back to more Animeniacs. I'm Devin, with me is Cody.
Hey everybody.
And we're finishing off the aftermath of Desert Punk. So, after 24 episodes, what do we think?
It was good, actually.
This was, I love this anime. It's surprisingly good for how simplistic it kind of is. It only got complicated near the end.
Yeah, everything else was kind of one-offs.
Yeah.
In some ways.
One-offs, and you kind of got the personality of Punk down by 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
And you kind of knew what each episode was going to entail.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one of those, our anti-hero main character. Punk is not a good person by any means.
Oh, no. No, oh my god, there was one where I was like, ugh.
Yeah,
and you probably know the one.
No, remind me.
Him tossing Junko into his little bunker.
Oh, yeah, the little sex prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to force her into doing things she'd probably never do normally. Yeah, no, I understand. I was like, yeah, that's not a good look for you. One, to own a bunker that is dedicated to this purpose. And the amount of life you would go to just to have your way.
Yeah.
And still get outsmarted in the end. That's the other fun thing.
It was hilarious. I'm like, wow, you're a loser.
Yeah. And I love that this anime is honest with that. He's a loser. He doesn't always win, especially when it comes to getting his way with women. He will never get the girl.
Oh no, like the one who's like, if you save the village, I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Dumped out in the desert.
Yeah. Well, because the way he saved the village was the most insane
Oh yeah.
plan ever. And he's just like, yeah, no, I'm not even going to bother with you.
Get out of my village.
Yeah. And then our second main hero, Kasuna.
Okay, she was kind of hit or miss for me in some ways.
I can see that. She starts off very annoying.
I'm just like, you got hit.
Yeah.
That always amused me.
Yeah. So, not to condone child violence, but we do find it hilarious. And it was just that her ego was so inflated to start with
Oh yeah.
that it made her really obnoxious. And then I like that she actually had character growth. She matured quite a bit from when you first meet her to by the end of season 2.
Oh yeah. Season 1? Well, yeah, there was a season 2.
Yeah. Technically, I call after episode 12 season 2 because they changed the opening and everything. So
yeah, that's fair.
Felt and we're shifting towards Kasuna being the focal point.
That's fair.
That's why I call that season 2, even though it's technically all 24 episodes.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the ending. So let's talk a little bit about the ending.
Oh yeah.
So the one main thing is Kasuna and Punk.
Yeah.
Because throughout the whole series, when Kasuna is introduced, she idolizes Desert Punk. And you think she's going to be the cute little sidekick to his crazy antics.
Mm-hmm.
Which was for a point, and then after we find Desert Punk might be dead near the end,
she steps up.
She steps up, grows into her own, even gets her own little goofy sidekick.
Who she abuses the crap out of.
Yeah, she's way more abusive than Punk as a master.
Oh my, she just jumps him and beats his face in. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. But she is basing that around how she was taught.
Yeah, but somehow I remember Desert Punk
Beating the shit out of her?
Yeah.
No, I think she's cranked that to an 11. Like, somewhere in her thought process, she's like, well, if you're tough with them, they get better quicker. So I gotta be really tough with this guy, and he'll be so better so quickly.
and then she just takes him off and he holds out.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And then, because we don't know if Desert Punk's dead, and then by the last 2 episodes, we had that interaction where he is alive, and Kasuna is seeing through all his tricks.
And he's the villain.
He's on the opposite team. I wouldn't say he's the villain, because he was never good to start with.
yeah, you're right.
But he's playing for the opposite team now, and Kasuna's put in a decision. Do I join the opposite team, or do I stick with my merry band of friends I have now?
I do like her response, though.
Yeah.
We're enemies.
Yeah. I love the response from Punk after. That's your decision. Can you live with it?
That is good, though.
Yeah.
that was a good response.
He didn't insult her or anything. He's just like, alright, if that's what you want, but you gotta live with that consequence if you don't like it. I'm not gonna let you change your mind after this.
Yeah, I'm not babying you anymore.
No.
She's like, you were babying me before. Oh, I could have done so much worse.
Yeah.
Once you screwed up my original plan, I could have blown you to bits.
But then we get the, this is the end of the anime, but God knows where the story's going to go after this.
Yeah, I did some research into that.
Yeah?
And it does continue in the manga.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Most anime like this, the manga continues, but the anime didn't get another season.
Now, I think this anime was 2020?
Yeah.
It's possible. Maybe it might get another season.
Maybe, but
I'm not speaking to it, but it'd be cool.
It'd be cool,
but I don't see it.
I don't see it either. It wasn't that popular as an anime, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many people know of Desert Punk. So
I think the manga was popular.
The manga is really popular. Like, I had the first volume of it.
Nice.
And then I saw that it was an anime, so I got it, but I haven't took the time to watch it. I got sidetracked with so many things, and then it got lost. Actually, I think a buddy borrowed it
and never returned it,
and then it was just lost to time.
I mean, hey, at least we got to watch it for the channel.
Yeah, I was like, so that's why I wanted to do it for the channel, because I was like, I really wanted to watch this, and this was great.
That's fair.
And I figured you might enjoy it.
It was good.
Yeah.
I
was like, it gets a little pervy in a lot of areas, because Desert Punk's a huge massive perv, but at least it keeps it
entertaining
and tame
now,
to a degree.
Yeah.
Like, it's very fan servicey, but there's no nudity.
That's true. The dungeon was the worst.
The dungeon is absolutely the worst. I didn't even know about that scene, and I was like, oh, that's not good.
I'm like, you really didn't need the air vent scenes, guys.
No.
You didn't.
No, we didn't need to know about that.
But yeah, other than that, it was really tame.
Alright. So, going to add a new section to this. Things we like and things we didn't like about this series. Start with things we like. Take a moment to think. I find it is a hilarious anime. Every moment is kind of a joy. You get a chuckle out of something.
Oh yeah, I always enjoyed laughing at it.
Yeah. It's either because it's so absurd, it's kind of like insanely clever with some of the stuff Punk pulls off, or it's just got those moments where you're like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Like Rain Spider.
Yeah, Rain Spider is the wild card that you don't want in your hand.
Ciao, bitches!
It's like you're playing Uno, and this card is basically shuffle everyone's hand and re-deal them out.
And then run away.
Then run away. That's Rain Spider in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Shuffle the deck and
That's run.
re-deal the hands.
Or run in, punch you in the face, and run away again.
Yeah. It's either you flip a coin, either shuffle the deck or lose the game. Depending on heads or tails.
Pretty much.
Things we didn't like.
Can that include characters?
Yeah.
Junko?
I can understand that. Junko's that she knows what she has and she uses that to her advantage. She's very attractive, but her personality otherwise would scream, stay away from her. She's not ever interested in you. It's you have something she wants, and she's using that, her looks to get it.
Yeah. Her personality is like a used tissue paper.
Oh?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy for her personality.
Her personality is basically, I get what I want, and I will use every asset to get that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't get her way, she throws a temper tantrum.
A little bit. She pouts a bit if she doesn't get her way. But, as she's pouting, she's also thinking of ways to turn the table so she can get her way.
Her and Kasuna. Oh my god. Every time they interacted.
Yeah. I love Kasuna for that one reason. She calls Juko out on her bullshit.
And Juko just insults Kasuna.
Yeah, because you're just jealous because I have things to offer, guys, and you're just a kid.
I like the last time Junko said that, she got shot.
Yeah.
Now, mind you.
But that was the rivalry they were building between Juko and Kasuna. It's like two women of the desert with two different ways of surviving the desert.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Anything else I didn't like? You know, I have to put Rain Spider in I like and I didn't like.
Oh, he's a very much, you'll love him or you'll hate him, depending on the scene. He shows up. When he shows up, you're like, okay, this sucker is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I liked him in the duel they were having.
Yeah.
Then I liked him when they were arguing over the old guy.
Yeah.
And his daughter. And then right after that, I hated him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on, what are you doing here? Go ruin somebody else's day.
Yeah. Alright, final thoughts then before we wrap up this episode.
It was really good. Like, I was actually surprised I liked this as much as I did.
Yeah, this is why I was like, I love showing this or telling people about this. As much as I haven't seen it, but I did see the first 6 episodes.
That's fair.
Yeah. And from what I saw, I was like, I love what this is, and I want to see where it went.
Yeah. I went in with no expectations, but as it went on, they went higher and higher and higher, and it delivered.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
What I like to classify it as, it's one that grows on you.
Like my favorite scenes. I'm sorry, I killed your pet. Bug.
Yeah. How was I supposed to know that wasn't supposed to be eaten? It's a bug. He's a pet bug.
Was it 4 times?
Oh yeah, no, you think that lady would stop laying the babysitter bug.
Lady, you know them. Stop it.
Like, the first episode with the first interaction with mercenaries, the line that sold me was one of the henchmen being like, aren't you a little short for a mercenary? That's not the issue here, Chief.
That was a good line.
I was like, alright, I love that kind of humor.
Yeah. Your mother sucks. Ah!
How dare
It's like, oh, you Hulk out when you insult your mother.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
But with that, though, we'll call the episode here. So thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, have a good one.
Peace out.